Dear students, now we are moving on to the new module, that is taxonomic hierarchy, taxonomic structure hierarchy, then the relationships. So it include that portions. So first of all, we can move on to taxonomic structure. So how will you describe a taxon? We already studied this in our nomenclature part, ranks of taxon. So I am not going into detail. You know the hierarchy that includes kingdom, division, class, order, family, genus and species. And also some subspecies, then forma, variety, etc. you studied. Okay. Now, so the framework, it is actually the framework for taxonomic classification, that is known as taxonomic hierarchy. So this structure is very important. For the effective working of the system, we need a clear-cut concepts regarding each category. Okay. And we have to meet the specific requirements of biology. Variability within and also between the groups may cause some problems. So at higher levels, it has resulted various types of controversies. For example, traditionally there are two kingdoms, that is Animalia and Plantae. Such a classification is challenged by several workers because there are kingdom Monera, Protista, Metaphyta, Metazoa like, and also Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification, etc. are there. So there is a little bit of confusion. So it is observed that there need a specific system or taxonomic structure. So based on that, a framework for taxonomic classification, that is known as taxonomic hierarchy. So in this hierarchical system, it is usually made as a result of evolutionary divergence, and every individual entity is treated under a series of progressively higher categories. So the basic part or the smallest unit of the classification is what? Species. It includes individuals that are alike and can breed each other. So a subspecies is a taxon within the species. Then variety is a rank subordinate to species but above category form. Form is the lowest rank, normally used by taxonomists for describing some variants occur in population. Okay, and this is the simple system of taxonomic structure. You can see number of similar species that belongs to the genus. So yellow colored species, red colored genus and family. And such a number of group of individual species belongs to a genus. Such a group of genus of similar characters belongs to what? Family. So this is the first. All included in the blue, then that included in red, then yellow. Likewise it is. Okay. Now ranks, that is different levels in the hierarchy that we already discussed. Ranks of taxa, taxonomic group or taxa, that is plant group at a particular level or rank is the group. Then category, what is category? Group of the same rank is known as what? Category. Okay, we can explain to one example. Hibiscus rosae sinensis is a taxon, that is a species. The name of the taxon is species. It belongs to the category species and at the rank of species. Okay, Malvaceae is another taxonomic group. Family of the category, family, rank, family. Clear? Okay. See, you can see family, taxon, category, family. So how it is belonged. Then, so the hierarchical system: species, genus, family, order, class, division, and kingdom. So these are already we discussed. Kingdom end in Plantae, AE, division Phyta, subdivision is K, that is Pineaceae, Coniferae, class Opsida, subclass Idae. Likewise, there is a particular ending. Then concept of taxa. Various categories of hierarchical systems are clearly defined. Organisms are plastic or variable within or between the group. Concept of category has to be some extent flexible and able to meet a special requirement of algebra. There are changes are allowed, that is flexible. Okay. Then in that module, the very important part is the concept of species. You know, the species is the basis of everything, basis of classification. It is the basic unit. So we want how to describe species. So there are different concepts for describing a species. So in this session, we are going to discuss the various concepts of species. First one is nominalistic species concept. Second one is taxonomic species concept, or it is also known as essentialistic or typological concept. Don't confuse with the typification. Okay. Biological species concept, then phylogenetic species concept, and alternative species concept. So you have to study the 5 concepts. Okay. Now, nominalistic species concept. What is this actually? Species is, according to this, nature produces the individuals and nothing more. Clear? Nature produces the individuals and nothing more. See, produces individuals and nothing more. Species is nothing but the brainchild of man and are not objectively real. Clear? So, different species can be explained only in terms of formal relationship and not on the basis of characteristics of organism. So, here species, about species means nominalists think that individuals are related and hence included in a species due to similarity. Clear? Only simple thinking. So, it is species is the brainchild of man, not accepted. Then second one, very important one, taxonomic, essentialistic, typological species concept. That is a dualistic philosophy. One inside and what coming outside is another one. Clear? So, here there is a concept by Aristotelian concept. What is Aristotelian concept? Aristotle suggests that for every natural group there is an inner essence. Inner essence that makes them what they actually are, and that is real. That is the inner essence. So why I kept this picture, you know, what is the character of, what is the nature of this character? Inner and outer two are there. The inner essence that is coming out. Clear? According to this concept, as mentioned by Simpson, every natural group of organism, hence every natural taxon in classification has generalized or idealized pattern. Okay. Species were taken to be fixed unit in nature. Their number determinate and they are characterized by universal type or essence. For example, you can have characterized by type or essence. The essence is like a typical floral diagram of a family and all the genera are supposed to fit in and anything less or more inconsistent. So, all the genera in a family having somewhat a similar floral diagram. That is the essence. According to this, each species is actually supposed to have a basic plan. The basic plan is actually unchangeable. Clear? So, there is a basic plan for each species that is unchangeable. Clear? That is the family having a typical floral diagram that is unchangeable. Okay. Several evolutionists, they are refused to accept this theory. Why? Because they do not reflect actual species in nature. Okay. So, all included genera are supposed to have flowers that fit them and any variation is unimportant. Okay. Then, this concept can be applied to all type of organisms. That is a special feature. Those reproducing sexually and also asexually. And under this, there are different opinions under the heading taxonomic species concept. According to John Ray, I put forward a theory, breeding relationship as the basis of species. Then another thinking by Darwin, he provided a sound basis by explaining evolution of species by natural selection. Then Linnaeus also recognized two different kinds of variation among organisms. So they are the some of the part of these taxonomic species concepts. Okay, they are considered as the smallest natural population permanently separated from each other by a distinct discontinuity. Okay, then there is some limitations also for this theory, and also the no objective way of determining what exactly constitutes the essence. Okay, then one scientist, Do Reeds, modified this concept by including geographic distribution also. So that's all about the second typological or taxonomic species concept. Now third one is biological species concept. What is biological species concept? That is, concept of species altogether changed during last century, why? Due to a considerable amount of work by various aspects. So there included genetic basis of variation, reproductive mechanism, population structure, breeding behavior, everything studied. So there existed a change in the concept of species. So all these lead to a formulation of a new concept, that is biological concept, first developed by Mayer in 1969. So what is this? A community of cross-fertilizing individuals, that, linked together by bonds of mating and isolated reproductively from other species. You studied this in your evolution classes. Okay. So that is a community of cross-fertilizing individuals. Now, what are the two processes? One is interbreeding between members and second one is reproductive isolation between members. Then advantages of biological species concept are, it is corresponds to an evolutionary unit. It provides an objective criteria for delimitation of species. That is, by the phylogenetic studies, we can separate species by using this concept. Some limitations are there. One example is, several examples are there. Occurrence of natural hybridization, there is in nature, and absence of reproductive isolation. In some cases, like one example is epilobium, there is natural hybridization but absence of reproductive isolation. Another example is occurrence of taxa that are morphologically indistinguishable. We cannot distinguish based on morphology, but incapable of interbreeding. Example, Capsella versa pastoris. So occurrence of taxa that are morphologically indistinguishable but capable of interbreeding. Okay, now phylogenetic species concept. What are they? Species are the smallest, that is a very important one. Here they considered species as are the smallest identifiable unit. They are monophyletic. See the diagram we already studied by the phylogenetic tree or diagram. There need an ancestral stock. So ancestor with the chloroplast, ancestral character. So these ancestral characters may be of that may be first one that is already present, then later others are derived one. So the groups are deriving from this. So they may be monophyletic from a common ancestor. So in order to identify monophyletic, we will construct a cladogram in which a primitive or advanced group can be recognized. You can recognize this is a primitive and this is the advanced one. So based on this phylogeny, we are classifying a species. So according to this, species is the smallest aggregation of population, sexual or lineages, diagnosable by combination of character states. Okay, that is the smallest aggregation of population. Then there are two divisions, on the basis of character and on the basis of relationship or ancestry. Then under character based concept, an organism is a member of given species. How it become a member? If it possesses certain characters or a combination of character, then only it become a member of species. Okay. So phylogenetic species concept. See, monophyletic, from this common ancestor everything evolved. Okay. Then phylogenetics, it is concept is history based. Consider an organism as a member of given species if it is historically related to other organism in the species. So, a member of given species, when you consider it as, it is history based. Ancestor is well defined. Okay. Now, some other alternative species concept. One is evolutionary species concept, developed by Grant. A single lineage of ancestor descendant population which maintain identity. We already discussed. Then populations are dynamic but not subject to interbreeding. Equally applicable to sexual and asexual. That is alternative species concept. One is syngamion. What is syngamion? Genetically distinct interbreeding population. Genetically distinct. Example, American ox. Gene exchange take place among them if they are allopatric or sympatric. Then what happens? An intermediate is formed. That is syngamion. They are genetically distinct interbreeding population. Okay. Then this make it extremely difficult to apply our species concept to this particular genus. Such a set of sympatric species capable of gene exchange. They are capable of gene exchange. They are sympatric species are known as syngamion. Okay. They are genetically different. Then what is multi-species? Proposed by Van Walen to designate genetically discrete but not genetically isolated species group. Not genetically isolated but genetically discrete group. American ox, what happening actually? Gene exchange take place and produce an intermediate. Coming under multi-species. They are genetically distinct even though interbreeding is possible. Then one more, campylospecies. What is this? They can exchange genes with different species. Also with some species of another, Dicanthium and Campylopedium. One example is Bothriocloa intermedia. This can exchange genes with different species, other species of Bothriocloa. So that is known as campylospecies. That is a complex involving several taxa of multiple origin. So, product is a complex. How it is formed? By several interbreeding between several taxa of multiple origin. Okay. So, taxa of multiple origin. In between them actually interbreeding take place. That is known as what? Campylospecies. Then any hybrids referred to as belong to a campylospecies. Then another one is sibling species. You know what is this? Morphologically similar or identical populations but that are reproductively isolated. Example is Anopheles musculipenis. Another one is cryptic species. Morphologically similar but physiologically different. Or aphanic species. Then ecological species concept. What is this? Reproductive isolated from other species and potential interbreeding within species subject and cannot be applied universally. Reproductive isolation from other species and interbreeding within species and cannot be applied universally. That is a demerit. Van Walen suggested species are maintained for most part ecologically and not isolated reproductively. So they are ecologically, they are what? Maintained ecologically but not isolated reproductively. Species is a lineage according to this concept of which occupies an adaptive zone different from that of any other lineage. What is a lineage? It's an ancestor descendant sequence of population. Okay. Major assumptions under ecological species concept are: genes are of minor importance in evolution. Control of evolution is by ecology. Selection primarily on phenotypes, which are building blocks of community. So entirely different view. Here no consideration for genes or genetical part, but consideration to the morphology or the physical appearance phenotype. Its change is actually the building block of the community according to ecological species concept. Clear? Last one, selection species concept. That species represent a system of genetically similar individuals maintained as a unit by set of selective pressures, mainly by environmental factor, mutation, genetic recombination, etc. That is why this system maintains mainly due to all these species exist as a system mainly due to environmental factor, mutation and genetic recombination. Suggested that according to Slobodishkov, suggested that difficulty in applying species concept is eliminated if it is viewed as a unit of selection. So when you take it as a unit of selection, there is no need to no difficulty in applying species concept. It is balanced force that maintain the population. Operation species concept. Species is a group of phenetically similar. We studied what is phenetic morphologically. Interbreeding population that share similar ecological niche. Their ecological niche is same. They are interbreeding population and they are group of phenetically similar. This is the actually the that we are describing. They are morphologically similar, genetically interbreeding and sharing some ecological common niches. Okay. Also emphasize breeding relationship and cannot apply to asexual organism because there is vegetative propagation. Okay. Phenetic species is what? Morphologically defined units. Organisms of a species cannot be divisible into different groups due to what? Morphological variations. What is metaspecies? Species reserved for set of population bearing an apomorphy. What do you mean by apomorphic character? I already discussed. Apomorphic character is what? New state. Derived characters in a new state. That is what apomorphy. A set of population characterized by plesiomorphic state of character also. Plesiomorphy is what? Primitive, shared by common ancestor. So, population characterized by plesiomorphy is known as what? Metaspecies. A set of population bearing apomorphy is what? Apospecies. Apomorphy is what? Derived characters. What is plesiomorphy? Means the characters that are primitive, shared by common ancestor. That is known as metaspecies. Okay. So, I hope the concept of species. So, what we studied today is concept of species, various concepts of which you have to stick on. Some important taxonomic or typological species, biological concept of species, evolutionary concept and sibling species, some terms like cryptic, meta, etc. So, and also first half we discussed was taxonomic hierarchy. So, study well. Have a nice day. Thank you.